Hello, everyone. So, today in the group, so excited to be talking about the social media platforms that you should choose for your business. This is such a this is a big question that people ask all the time. When you're in your business, there's so many things that we have to figure out, that we have to know, that we have to do. And this is one of the top questions that gets asked. How do I know which social media platform should I choose? I'm going live in my Facebook group, and I'm also going live here on YouTube as well for those who are joining me there. And so, when this happens, I don't like that. It's okay. We'll deal with it, or we'll do this. There we go. So I'm gonna jump right into it because I think it's just we need to get going. Everyone who's gonna watch this in the replay, comment replay gang in the house. All those that are live, welcome, welcome. So the question, how do you know which platform or platforms to use for your business? The first thing that you need to know when you're deciding is who are your clients? Who are your potential clients? Who's the audience that you're trying to reach? You need to know them on a very deep level. When we start our businesses, we get excited about what we're doing and we want to help people and all of these things, but we have to know our clients and we have to know how they make buying decisions as well. What are the steps that they need to take, especially now? Social media back in the day, it was easier to just show up on Instagram, show up here and there and get clients because it wasn't as widely used as it is now. But now because there's so much information out there, there's just too much plus AI plus people are more trepidatious now. You have to build trust with people. And in order to build trust with people, you have to know them well. You have to speak their language. This is the key to messaging. This is the key to connecting with the right people in the right way. It's about knowing them. It's about knowing where are they hanging out? Excuse me, where are they hanging out? What do they do when they're trying to find the solution to the problem that they have? You need to be able to do a little research, find out what makes something it take. Even ask yourself, when I have a problem, where do I go first? And if I don't find my answer there, where do I go next? Is it on Instagram? Is it on YouTube? Is it on LinkedIn? Are your clients there? You have to be able to understand who your clients are really in a deep way and know how do they buy? Where are they looking for information? Where are they looking for connection? Where are they looking to find someone that they trust? This is the key, and I think that we don't spend a lot of time or we don't spend enough time digging into this part. Oh, thank you. Thank you to the ones watching on YouTube. Thank you so much. Um, and so we don't spend enough time really digging deep into this. Um, and we should, because this is the people that we feel called to help, right? These are the people that we want to work with. These are the people that we want to serve. And so one of the key things about personal branding is knowing what you value and knowing what you believe and knowing and just having that confidence in yourself of what you're here to do, how you're here to help, and to remember that it is about helping people, because there's no sense creating a business first that you don't enjoy and that you don't love, where sometimes, when we see, oh, there's a dollar sign missing in my bank account. You might have that urge to be like, okay, what else can I do? But I'm telling you, staying true to who you are and what you believe brings more credibility and trust for, first of all, yourself, because you know, like, no, I'm a person of integrity and I'm going to show up this way. And the other thing is about your clients. That's why your business exists. There's two types of whys. People always say, "Oh, you gotta know your why, you gotta know your why." And that's your personal why. Your personal why will help you keep going. Your personal why is about your mission, your vision, the thing that you feel called to do. Your personal why is about, who you're here to help in your personal life. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's your kids, maybe it's a dream that you just always wanted to do. And that's important to have that, but there's a different kind of why too that you need to answer. And that is, why does your business exist? Why does your business exist? It doesn't exist for just for you to say, "Oh, la vie est belle," and that's it, and get a lot of money, and that's it. Your business exists because of other people. Your business exists because there's people out there who need what you have, who who are looking for what you have. And so this is one of the questions that we're going to answer right now is about social media platforms. Where are these people that you feel connected to, that you really want to help, who are passionate, who have certain desires, certain challenges that you want to help them with? Where are they? So when you know them deeply, because it's part of your why, as in the existence of your business, it's going to make it a little bit easier to find that platform and to keep showing up there. So I have some notes because, we're not spring chickens. So I don't want to forget any key things. So knowing your audience deeply, um, and also knowing how you best communicate. I help people show up confidently on video. I love video. I love going live. I love doing videos because it's the quickest way to build connection, trust, to share your perspective, to share how you see things, your approach to things in a quicker manner than, some other forms of communication. It doesn't mean that other ways are bad, other ways are wrong. No. It's just that this is such a quick way to connect with people. But you have to find out what that is for yourself. Maybe you are a writer. Maybe you love to write. And the way that you write really connects with people. It really brings out something, and they see something in your writing that is you, that is completely you, just the way that you put words together. Maybe it's audio. Maybe you feel more comfortable when there's not the distraction of this little light looking at you, and but you feel like, "Oh, I can express myself with language, with talking, with audio." Maybe it's a combination of all those things. So you also have to take that into consideration too. And it doesn't mean that you can't add things later, but just to get comfortable somewhere. It's so important to just put a flag, a pin in, and say, "This is where I wanna build my community." And that's the other big thing, is that people are thinking about, "I wanna get clients. Where can I get leads? I'm gonna use social media to get my clients, to get my leads." But you're not thinking about the community aspect. Where do you want people to go and to hang out and to build a connection with you when they haven't made that decision yet? When they're still thinking about, what do I need? What do I want? How can you keep that connection? Is it going to be in on Instagram? Is it going to be on your Facebook page? Is it going to be on YouTube? Where is it that you want to bring people so that they can get to know you, what you believe, how you approach things, how you work, all of these things. Where do you want people to go? I think that this isn't another thing that we don't consider is social media is it's to bring the visibility to the right people. It's not about going viral. There's so many things of I want to go viral. But going viral usually is because it's such a broad, big, vague thing that we can all connect to, but they're not coming for your specific expertise. So we need to put the virality aside and not think, oh, how am I going to go viral? You need to be thinking, where are my clients? Where are the people I want to connect to, build relationships with? Where are they? And how can I speak to them? You want to speak to the right people. It's not about speaking to everyone. There's a saying in marketing and it goes like this. It says, if you're speaking to everyone, you're speaking to no one. Why? Because no one can see themselves in your message if you just keep it very vague, if you keep it too broad. And it's not about necessarily picking a specific niche of people, even though that makes it a lot easier, but it's what is their specific problem? Specificity is your best friend. Specificity is your best friend. When you can be very specific on what you help people with, they're gonna see you as an authority, they're gonna see you as an expert, especially when you're sharing your point of view, how you see things, because you wanna work with and you wanna connect with people who have a similar approach, have a similar you wanna be around like-minded people, and you wanna work with like-minded people probably too. Even though, of course, there's nuances, there's differences that we all have, but there's gonna be that connection that is just drawing people to you. That's what you want. So, I'm gonna share a little bit about my social media journey. So, I started on Instagram, loved Instagram, still love Instagram. Instagram never quite loved me exactly, but I still loved it. And I would post every day. Every day I was posting on Instagram. And then one day I realized that, first of all, I don't have a message. There's nothing that's really driving me and driving my audience. Even though I was growing followers, I was getting followers all the time. But there was nothing that they can see themselves in. There was no outcome. There was no problem specific that they could see themselves in. And I didn't have a system. I didn't have a plan. It was just, I'm going to post. I'm going to post. I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about that, which is great. And if you need to start like that, then start like that. It's better to start showing up and taking action, even if it's not exactly right, exactly perfect, because first of all, it's probably never going to be. But you're gonna find more clarity when you take action, when you take those steps. It's so important. We overthink. We want to write this and that. We make all the our notes apps and our notebooks are full of ideas and full of things like, oh yeah, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna show up here. And then it doesn't happen because we get overwhelmed with all the thoughts and all the ideas, and B, we don't have a system in place that is keeping the structure. I really believe in being creative, working from a place of flow, and just navigating those waters like that. But there has to be structure. There still has to be a kind of like a plan and a system to keep everything in place. And this is even making me think of, the world. The world was created and there's so many beautiful things, right? But the sun and the moon still rise and set every day in the same way. There's still a structure there, there's still something. But when you look up at the sky, wow, the clouds don't look like they did yesterday. And the way that the sun is reflecting off the sky didn't quite look that way yesterday. That's why we appreciate sunsets and sunrises, because it's like it's giving us a different experience in the familiarity. And this is something I always say too, is that people want to feel something familiar, but they want to have a unique experience. So even though there's a lot of us who do the same things, all of the there's so many brand strategists, there's life coaches, like all kinds of things, right? But what is that unique experience that you are bringing to your audience? And how are you going to do that? So choosing the right platform for you also has to look like that. How can I give and where can I give my audience, my community, my leads, my potential clients, how can I give them a unique experience when they're seeing all the other people who do a similar thing to me? How can I bring that unique experience to them? So, strategy with no system doesn't work. So, it's okay to have the strategy, but if you don't have a system in place of knowing what is your energy, your capacity, how many times are you going to post a week and where is that? Is it long form content? And if it is, I have a podcast. So for me, what I do is I have one long form and then I take parts of that to make shorts, to make different reels, and then I post that. And I schedule. I have a day, it's Sunday for me, Sunday afternoon. Nobody talk to me, nobody look at me, head down, and I create, I edit, and I schedule for the week so that I know that my week is set. Content is not on my mind now. It's not about creating, it's not about thinking of things. Everything's set, and now I can just show up and be free. So having a plan, being organized, knowing where and what platform you have the energy to put towards, and just being consistent with that. Consistency means to show up with the same message, with the same outlook and approach. It has to the consistency is not about frequency, because people think, "Oh, I have to be consistent. I have to post like 3 times a day and I have to post this and I have to post." It's not it's not about that. It's not only about that, because you might say, "Oh, I want to post every day," but you don't have the energy, you don't have the capacity, you don't have the things that you need, the tools, the resources in place to do that. Maybe right now it's 3 times a week, and that's fine. Whatever you have the capacity to handle and to do, that's what you need to do. That's how you should be showing up. And so, strategy but no system, no bueno. Get your plan together, but also know, okay, how is this going to look? Now, I just said that I plan for the week. You don't have to do that. You can plan for the next day. I'm a homeschooling mama, and so last year I was coming back into doing my business, and the year before that, 2024, I had taken the year completely off. And so I was homeschooling, and my 100% of my brain, or the 100% of the 10% that we actually use on my brain, was being devoted to homeschool. I was like killing it left, right, and center. But then last year, and even so this year, I started doing my business again, reconnecting, doing all these things. Now my energy, all these things is different. And so for the homeschool, we work in the mornings. I'm done by noon. I'm done by lunchtime, but I plan for the next day. So ask yourself, what energy do I have? What capacity do I have to be able to show up consistently without it, because this is what happens too. We have a lot of energy. We post every day. The next week, excuse me, we post 3 times. Then the week after, we get tired. Oh, now it's only once. Then the next week, nothing, nothing, nothing. And then you remember, oh, I got to show up, posting every day again. So you want to avoid that. It's better, especially when you have a lot of energy, to batch all of that, to schedule that all out so that you know on the weeks that, oh, I just don't have the energy, you're still showing up. You're still being present. You're still being able to connect with people. So, those are the main criteria, I would say, for knowing what social media platform you should choose. So, you have to choose the platform that your ideal clients are on and where they're active and where they're looking for solutions. You have to pick a platform that you, first of all, enjoy, that you can be consistent at, and that you have the energy for. You have to know how you want to communicate that. Is it going to be video, audio, mix, store blogs? What is your strength? Always bring that, always pull on that. That makes it more fun for you. And you can connect to your audience in a deeper way when you are built using your strength, especially if you're just coming back to doing social media, things like that. Just really pull on that strength. I find video, like I said, easier to connect, quicker to connect, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be 30 minutes. You can just start showing up, start showing your face, and make that impact quickly. And you can also add those other pieces to the equation too. A strategy. So a strategy means like you have a plan of action, but you don't have a system to make the plan work. No bueno. You have to have that plan, but then know, okay, how am I going to execute this? Because a strategy with no system and with no action doesn't lead to growth. It doesn't lead to growth for you personally, to be able to clarify what your message is and who you are here for. And it's just about really making those connections. So, um I think those are the key things. Yeah, those are the things that I wanted to mention, to say. I want you guys to this week really start thinking about where you're coming back to, and also consider where you get your clients from too. It's okay if you want to show up on Instagram all the time, but if all your leads are coming from Facebook, also consider that. Maybe it's time to shift. And also, yes, think about where you want to build and build your community. Where do you want people to come and to hang out with you? Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, whatever it is. Just really think about what capacity, what energy you have, and where do you want people to hang out and get to know you better. So I hope that was good. I didn't see any questions. But if anyone has any questions, you could always just leave it at the bottom of this live, whether it's on YouTube down here, Facebook up here. Leave your questions, leave your comments. If there's something that you're not sure of, leave a question. Message me if you have something more. If you feel like you don't want to share it with everyone and you want to make it more private, you can send me a message, and and work it out and do it and show up and have fun. Please have fun. Like, it doesn't make sense to build something and we're stressed out all the time. If you're constantly feeling stressed out, and I know there's stresses in business, in life, that seep into all the other parts of our life and our business. I know personal things can get mixed in with business, but if you're building something, you have to remember the joy. You have to remember to make it fun. Whatever it is that you need to do to, take a break, walk away, go for a walk, spend time with someone you really love and think is funny. Just, I don't know, jump up and down, do jumping jacks. say a funny word, reach out to me. I'll just say something random, make you laugh, and that's it. But enjoy, please enjoy, please enjoy. Please remember why you're doing this is because you have a passion for it, you love it, and because you really want to help other people. It's about helping other people. It's about showing up for yourself with confidence, trusting yourself, and for your audience too, especially for your audience. It's for our gifts and our talents is for other people, not only for us to enjoy. So that's it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Again, let me know if there's any comments, questions, and anything at all. Let me know. And I'll see you next time. Bye.